Martin, the first question I want you to ask me is I want you to say, I saw the MotorTrend certified sign on your building, Steve. What does that mean?
Hey, Steve. We're riding along and I happen to see the MotorTrend sign up on the building there. What does that mean?
Martin, great question. Are you familiar with MotorTrend?
No.
Okay. They are an auto enthusiast's dream. Okay? For 70 years, they've been providing the American buying public advice on which cars to buy, which cars not to buy. They name the SUV of the year, the truck of the year, the sedan of the year, and they have a MotorTrend certified program for used cars. We happen to be one of the only 4 MotorTrend certified stores in the state of North Carolina. Now, what that means to you is every one of our MotorTrend certified vehicles has had to pass a very thorough inspection. If it did not pass, we could not MotorTrend certify it. And once we do certify it, we provide our customers a lifetime powertrain warranty that covers all the internally lubricated parts of the powertrain, plus the seals and gaskets, plus the taxes and fluids. And it's good as long as you own the vehicle. Now, we don't stop there. We're also going to reduce your cost of ownership by providing you 2 years of a maintenance plan. And 3 of the best things, Martin, you cannot pay too much for one of our MotorTrend certified vehicles. We provide you a best value guarantee, which literally prevents you from paying too much for any of our vehicles. You can't buy the wrong vehicle because we have a 72-hour exchange policy. And because it's been inspected and guaranteed, you don't have to worry about buying somebody else's problem. Why don't we sit down and see if we can't find a vehicle that works for you today?
Sounds good.
All right. That's the quick overview elevator speech for MotorTrend certified. Now, next question I want you to ask me is, Steve, you said I couldn't pay too much. That sounds like bullshit.
Hey, Steve, you said I couldn't pay too much. That just doesn't sound right.
You know what, Martin? I don't blame you for being a bit skeptical. A car salesman telling you that you can't pay too much for a car is maybe one of the craziest things I could say. However, it is in fact the truth. And as a matter of fact, we put this policy in writing. Martin, we've known for years that one of the biggest fears consumers had when they walked on a car dealer's lot was the fear of paying too much. You know, they didn't want to pay more than somebody else did yesterday or pay more than somebody else will tomorrow. By the way, is paying too much one of your concerns?
Yes.
Okay, as well it should be. The way the best value guarantee works, and the reason you can't pay too much is, well, first of all, our price had to be fairly attractive or you wouldn't be here, correct?
Correct.
You know, we know that when someone shows up at our store, we had to have a vehicle that they were interested in. We also had to know that our price was attractive. But you're probably thinking, like every other customer does, how much lower could we go? Or how much lower could somebody else go on a similar vehicle, right? Well, we're not going to go any lower because we put our best price out there. In fact, we're a one-price store, and we do this for the consumer, so it makes it much easier to purchase a vehicle here. And if someone else were to have a similar vehicle, price lower, well, you couldn't lose because we would make sure we made you whole. How's that work? Martin, when you take delivery today, we're going to give you 5 days. You can search any website you want to, North Carolina, South Carolina, the East Coast, east of the Mississippi, the entire country. If you find a similar vehicle to the one you buy from us, and it comes with the same benefits, and it's advertised for a lower price, all you have to do is show us that website, and we will cheerfully and without question cut you a check back for the difference. Now, has any dealer ever made that commitment to you and put it in writing?
Yeah.
Martin, the last thing you need to do is the last thing you need to worry about today is choosing or paying too much for the vehicle. The first thing you need to worry about is making sure we pick out the right vehicle. Let's go check out the one you came in to see, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's eliminating the fear of paying too much. Martin, another fear people have is the fear of buying the wrong vehicle. Because if you buy something at Best Buy or Home Depot or Macy's, and you decide after a couple days you want to take it back and exchange it, they don't have any problem doing that, do they?
No.
But if you buy a car from most car dealerships and you decide you want to return it and exchange it after a couple days, what do you think the reaction of the dealer would be?
Probably laugh at you.
They would say, sorry, pal.
Trade it in.
Trade it in, but we're not exchanging it. Look, have you ever worried about buying the wrong car?
Yes.
Can't happen here at the Greensboro Auto Center. And the reason it can't happen is we have a policy in writing that allows you to basically test drive the vehicle for 3 days. During those first 3 days, if you decide for any reason, whether it be color, equipment, the seats don't fit you right, your dog just starts barking at it and won't stop. If you decide that that vehicle's not right, we want you to give us a call, bring it back, and we'll exchange it for you. Now, there are 2 conditions, actually 3 conditions. Number 1, we'd like you not to put more than 300 additional miles on the odometer, so don't take it back down to Florida and back. Don't run into anything, because you need to bring it back in the same condition. And if you want to bring it back and exchange it for a more expensive vehicle, you just need to qualify for that one financially as well. Okay? That policy is in writing. It's impossible, Martin, for you to pay it's impossible for you to purchase the wrong vehicle from the Greensboro Auto Center. Okay? All right, the last fear people have, and maybe you do too, is the fear of buying somebody else's problem, because you are buying a pre-owned vehicle, right?
Correct.
All right, well look, we don't want you to worry about that. In order for us to MotorTrend certify the vehicle had to go through a thorough inspection process. As a matter of fact, it had to pass all of these points, not just a safety inspection, but everything on that page had to pass, or we couldn't certify it. And then once we do certify it, we're also going to provide you a lifetime powertrain warranty, which is good for as long as you own the vehicle. All we ask is you have the vehicle serviced according to the factory recommended intervals. If something happens to the powertrain or the seals or the gaskets during that time, you just take it to any ASE certified mechanic. We'd like you to bring it back here, but if it's not convenient, take it anywhere you want to take it. They will fix it. The only thing that will come out of your pocket is a small $250 deductible. Okay? So, Martin, you can't pay too much for a vehicle here at the Greensboro Auto Center. You can't buy the wrong vehicle, and you don't need to worry about buying anybody else's problem. Let's go check out the vehicle you came in to see. Make sure it's the right vehicle. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.